full of positive energy, I would like to bring some excitement over here. So, I will invite you to have 13 minutes of excitement. I want to show you the company XCite. We call ourselves XCite because we want to make our customers excited. And we believe that excited customers are returning new customers all the time. And that's why we always say, remember, X is for XCite. Yeah, and right now I want to show you our team members. All of us are coming from Technical University of Chemnitz. You can see that all of us are those kind of people who always wanted to bring creativity and quality to the world. In fact, a deep old aim has led us through the path and made us the team XCite. In the team XCite, we don't focus on organization's structure at all. And we believe that each one of us brings a different perspective to the team, and we can work on a variety of boards. So we are so flexible about this. And we believe that our strength is because of our diversity. We believe that this makes us the team XCite. And then what is our vision here? Our vision is delivering cutting-edge solutions that spreads excitement. But what is it? Let me explain it easier. We have put ourselves in our customers' shoes. We have done lots of journey mappings and brainstorming, and then we have set our vision. For example, when you are using a software, what is your expectation from an application? Of course, you want a really good user interface, and you don't like bugs around you when you are using it. And for sure, you like a good support from the team. So, in the team XCite, when a product covers all of these tips, we would say that, okay, this product for sure can make the customers excited. And talking about our about our vision, I would say that our vision is really simple. We just want to make our customers excited. But please don't underestimate it, because I would say it is not easy at all to make the customers excited constantly. And over here, I want to talk about our values. First of all, we have integrity. We in XCite claim that we are fair, honest, and ethical. Second one is passion. Actually, our passion for excellence is what drives us. And we know that when we combine passion with XCite, then nothing can stop us. And my favorite one, perseverance. In the team XCite, we never ever give up. And we will knock to the door of perseverance until we will achieve our aims. And talking about innovation, I would say that in the team we will accept any creative and new idea in the team. Yeah, and here I want to show you how we work together. We set our meetings in Google Calendar, and when one of our team member is not around, it's not a problem from our side, because we go to a conference with Zoom. And with Trello, we are always on board. And about our collaboration, it has been with Slack, but recently we are going to use something else. But let me not talk about it here. We will talk about this later. And over here, I just want to say you that it has been a really great journey for all of us through these team buildings. Because we have organized team buildings, and when we are working, it is not just about work. We have lots of fun with each other, and we try to have a balance between working and having entertainment. And a really good thing that I really appreciate we have in this team is that we have these workshops. It is like this, that when someone is expert on something, we set workshops, and then we have this knowledge sharing. So working in the team XCite is all about knowledge sharing, pair programming, team working, and having fun with each other. So that's why I am so excited to be part of the team. And I would say that our aim is just combining engineering with designing skills and then develop cutting-edge solutions for the world. And now I want to invite Sina to talk more about what we are doing in the team. So stay excited with us.
Nowadays, protecting our online data has become a real need. I mean, it's not just a one. Let me remind you that a scandal happened to the Facebook. The data of around 50 million of users were stolen and used for affecting election. This kind of example explicitly show us how much data is important. The problem is nowadays data is stored in the huge data store of big companies like Facebook, Slack, etc. But the question is why? Why the situation should be like this? Because in this situation we provide the perfect opportunity for the company if they want to use our data for their own benefit. And the last question is there any solution? Yes. As you know, nowadays data is centralized, or in other words, data is stored in the application servers. But in order to solve this problem and some other problems like no interoperability, Solid introduced by MIT. Solid is derived from social linked data, and it has many features. The first feature that I want to mention is true ownership of data. With this feature, in Solid, users are able to store their data wherever they want, and they also are able to give access or permission to whoever they want. And other features are reusing existing data and decentralizing. In Solid, data is decoupled from the application server, and for reusing, I should say, in Solid, you do not need anymore to write or post the same data again and again in the server application that you are currently using. And the last feature that I want to mention, the important one, is pod. In Solid, data is stored in the pod. And pod stands for Personal Online Data Store. You can consider pod as a USB stick or your private personal website to store your data. And pod also allow you to create, manage and secure your data. But now you got an overview about what Solid is and what feature it has. At XCite, we were brainstorming and came up with a solution to respond to the need of our customer that I already mentioned. And now my colleague Ramin will tell you more about it.
In today's market, there are lots of collaborative applications, such as Slack, WhatsApp, Skype, etc. But all of these applications got common problems, which are data privacy and data ownership. When you are using these applications, you're not 100% safe. You're always worried about your data being stored in a third-party applications. Of course, when there is no any other alternatives for companies' team collaboration, they would trust third-party applications. This made us to think about the solution. Here you see the result of our survey, which says 80% of the respondents said that privacy is important for them when it comes to collaborative applications. The second one is true data ownership. You don't have total control of your data. Let me give you two examples to make this more clear. Let's say you're part of a company and you're already working using a collaborative applications and you have already shared lots of important data about your company. But after 1 year, the collaborative tool shut down. What happens to your data? All lost. The second example could be you're part of a team, but after some time you leave that team. But you have already shared lots of data, such as pictures, videos, etc. Now you want to remove them, you're not able to do it, because your data was stored in a third-party application. As you see again, the result of our survey, which says around 66% of our respondents said that they want true ownership of their data. Today I am happy and proud that I can introduce you to the coolest way of collaboration through our product called Code. Code stands for Collaboration over Linked Data. It's a cool collaborative tool developed by XCite, which is on top of Solid, which means the users will get the true ownership of their data. But let's see what brings Code to you guys. At the aim of Code is privacy and security. It allows users to securely communicate in a cool way. With Code, you got data privacy. You're no longer about your data being stored in a third-party applications. It allows users to give or revoke access from the data they share. But this is all Code provides to you. Now let's see what's happening behind the scene and how it's done. Here you see three users of Code: Ramin, Samuel, and Zahra. Ramin owns a workspace. He already created a workspace and shared the link with Samuel and Zahra so they can join. As you see in Ramin's space, he got two things: the main collaboration space and the storages for his messages, which are linked to the collaboration space. Zahra and Samuel also got the messages storage, which they can store the data and the messages they share. But how all the participants see each other's messages? It's through a link from each one's pod to the main collaboration space. Now let's say Samuel wants to remove his data from the collaboration space. What he needs to do, he just simply revoke the permissions. What happens is the others would not be able to see his data anymore. And now if he wants to again give access to his data, he just restore the permission. This is awesome. At Code, you got all of these features at one place: security, access control, data ownership, and privacy. Now, why the name Code? I know at the beginning when you see it, it might sound a little bit odd or negative to you, but bear with me. The aim of Code is to bring fun to the team. We are doing it by applying gamification in our product. We see teams that do not actively collaborate as Code team. Let's see how it's happening within the application. At Code, users are able to create different spaces where they can discuss different topics. We see the spaces that there is no lots of collaborations happening there as cold spaces. And we show it using a cold thermometer or a snowflake. The cool things happen when the space gets hot, which means lots of collaborations happening over there. Imagine that you are not using Code for a while, but after some time you see a notification on your device that the space is getting hot, which means lots of collaborations happening there. Won't you be curious what's happening over there and what your team members are talking about? This is cool. Now, I would like to invite you to watch an energetic video about Code, which makes you ready for the rest of excitement.
So that was an exciting video about Code. Now my colleagues have spoken to you about our value propositions that we are bringing to our customers, how we intend to excite our customers. And I want to speak to you as an investor why you have to invest in XCite and also in Code. For us, we believe that if you invest in us, we have to give you good value for your money. and you should get good returns on your investment. And so the first place where we are paying attention to are the customers that we are targeting. We know customers are important because without them, there will not be anybody to use our product. And so it's essential for us that we look at the right people to approach so that we can bring them on board and to give value to our customers as well, our investors as well. And so we are looking at people who cannot do away with collaboration, and we know that students, collaboration is important to students, and so we are targeting students as users. We are also targeting small and big teams who need a way to collaborate and have all their data stored in one place. And we know that code will be the best tool for them to achieve this purpose. And also for IT professionals who mostly like to have control of their data and still be able to share them with others and be able to revoke permissions when they want to. We are also targeting such IT professionals to be prospective users of code. And we also understand that enterprises cannot do away with collaboration. And so our target customers also are enterprises who usually they want to have all their data in one place so that they can have total control of these data and be able to use them the way they want and not how somebody else wants them to use. And so after we have targeted the right customer groups for our application, we also look at how we are going to generate revenue to bring back good returns on the investments that our investors are making. And to do that, since we are targeting different customer groups and different segments, we also have different pricing models that we are employing in our product. And we are offering a premium version of our product for customers who usually you have people who just want to try your product and some who do not have the resources to afford to pay. And so we hope that the premium version of code is going to be suitable for almost anybody who wants to just try it. And then for those who will want to have more features and more functionalities in the application, we have the Pro version where we are going to charge an amount of €3 per user per month and give more enhanced features in the application that will not be available in the premium version. For those customers who have the capacity to host the application themselves, we have the self-hosted version. And with this version, the user has access to download the application, to install it on their own servers. And then how we plan to make money out of this service, this self-hosted, is that we know that once in a while you run into issues and you want somebody to assist you. And so we are providing paid support per hour to our clients who choose they want to install the application on their own. And then we know also that enterprises have their own needs. Almost every company has things that are unique to them. And so we are not bringing a one-size-fits-all solution to our businesses or enterprises who want to use code. We are going to sit down with them, listen to them, and find out what they want. Then we create a custom, a unique solution that will suit their need and help them to take control of their data while they are still able to collaborate among their teams. And we asked prospective users whether they would like to use our product, and more than 70% of our respondents indicated that yes, they would like to use our product, which is code. And so we are confident that we have a good product for the market. And then for our pricing scheme, we also asked our prospective users if they are willing to, if it was suitable for them. And we had responses for all the pricing categories that we have. And although most of the respondents indicated that they prefer the premium model, it is good news for us because we know that once they start using code, they are going to fall in love with the application and they are going to move on to the paying customer section. Now, how do we plan to acquire customers to use our product? And we are not just offering the freemium offer for offering's sake. We know that the best way to get somebody to try our product is first allowing them to use it. Once they start using our product, they will get in love, they will fall in love with the application because we are going to offer a lot of features that once you get into code, you log on to code, you have all the features that are available in a Solid, where you have integrations with email, your inboxes, your to-do list, and all the other features that are available in the pod. And so it's going to be a one-stop place. And so once you start using the freemium version, you fall in love with the application and you would want to upgrade to have access to all the features. And we are also, we do not plan to hide code. We are planning to be present at product exhibitions and events so that we can make code known to our prospective users. And so I want to let you be aware that you should watch out because code will be coming to the nearest exhibition that will be happening near you. And then also, we are planning to run online advertising campaigns to be able to reach out to other customers as well who may not be able to reach physically, but are online users. And then, so we have shown you what we are bringing to the table of our investors. Now, why should you invest in code? We believe that we have a very great idea for a product. We believe that we have the right vision for our company. We have a clear vision for our product, which is code. And we know the direction that we want to move it to. We want code to become the default application that everybody turns to when they think about collaboration when it comes to Solid. And who has already shown interest in us? First, Inrupt, the parent company who is pushing Solid, they first identified our application idea and they featured it on their website. And one thing worth noting is that there is a strong desire or a wish for an application, a chat application, which is based on Solid. When you are introduced to the Solid community, you know that. And so we want to become not just a chat application, but the first collaborative application which is based on Solid. And also, they also reached out to us as XCite to be the contact point for 150 students who want to also develop applications from Spain. And so already XCite, we are heading somewhere, and we need your support to help us to push forward. And one thing which is worth mentioning, and we had somebody respond to our survey, Professor Tim Berners-Lee, and he also left his email address for us to reach him with updates on code. And so you can see that we have a very brilliant idea, and we need you to join us to come on board so that we can build code and excite people as they collaborate on Solid. So we are waiting for you, dear investors, to join us to make code the best tool, the coolest tool to collaborate. I will invite Hassan to take you through our prototype.
So now you already know what is code and what's the ideology behind it. I will show you our prototypes. So let's have a look. So this is our registration page. Code is compatible with all the Solid identity providers. So all you need to do to use code is to create an account at one of these providers. Our registration page links to all of these providers, and you can simply go to their portals and create an account. Once you create your account, you go to our login page. The login page allows you to log into the platform either by a certificate, or you can also enter your credentials and simply log into the platform. Once you're logged in, you are shown the welcome screen. Over here, you would see your existing workspaces. You can also create a new workspace or join a workspace if you have the URL for it. For example, the paper we provided you already contains a workspace URL. So if you like, you can also join this workspace so you can try code in our demo. So let's select a workspace and then see how it looks when you're collaborating. When you get to your chat page, when you go to our chat view, you can see your team members collaborating with each other. So you can also, on the left side, you see your existing workspaces, and you can switch to another workspace by simply clicking on it. You can also send some messages to your teammates. If you want to know information about a specific member, you simply click on their profile, and then his information will be shown to you. Of course, this information is limited by the access rights of the user. So you will only see the information which is visible to you. You can go to the workspace settings to modify permissions for the user who are part of that workspace. You can simply interact with the checkboxes over here to define permissions of individual members of the workspace. You can also add new members to a workspace through workspace settings. Now, let's have a look at the demo of code. So if you have already got to the link, you can also follow along and try code if you like. So I would select Indrop because we already have a demo account over there. So I will select an identity provider, and if I'm already logged in with the provider, I will directly go to the code welcome page. So in the example workspace which we provided you, we can go over here and we can simply send chat messages to other users who are already part of the workspace. Over here, for the demo purposes, we are also showing you how the information is shown or shared in the pods. So I can just simply write a normal message. And this message is shared to all the members who are already in the workspace.
If you have, we gave out the sheets, you can check the sheet, and then you can also join us, and then you can have fun.
So I would like to say that working on code was a great opportunity for us. We learned a lot over here, but we believe that this is just the beginning. So what we want to do is we want to develop this product and add more features to it. We have a lot of ideas, for example, video and file sharing, so users can collaborate with multimedia data. We are also thinking about video calls and other forms of communication to integrate in the code. So we are all excited about building all of these things, but we need your help, we need your support. So if you guys would provide us support, provide us feedback to our product, we would be happy to help you and also learn from you that what kind of features you prefer to have in collaboration tools. And then we would be able to build a better product as per your needs. So thank you for listening.
you too for your presentation. And again, we have some exciting questions for you. Let's start with you.
Well, first of all, thank you for the presentation. Just some statistical background information. You just presented percentage numbers, but on how many people is this calculation based?
100.
How many?
239.
239. They are all over the world, or how did you get them?
We shared in different groups with different universities, different Facebook groups of university or the companies all around the world.
And most feedback came from Spain?
No, it was all around the world.
Okay.
It's not just
Good. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Then your question.
Your demo is in Angular.
What's your team name, please?
Aditya's team baby. Your demo is in Angular.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to this link, but it is not working.
have already said that use your browser, please, because it's not developed.
I mean in laptop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we already mentioned that we are still under so the product is in a very early stage. So we are still building it and we have a lot of features planned for the future. But right now it works on desktop versions. But we plan to also implement a responsive way so people can use code on the go.
Then your question.
It's Ethan from Group team. I see you created your workspace within a public path, which means your workspace is public, so anyone can have access to it. How will you protect that?
Not exactly. You can have, if you don't explicitly give everyone access to via the permissions, you will not be able to join it. What we have done for the demo is that once you create a workspace, we initially set the permissions from the code to public so that you can use it. But apart from that, without setting the permissions manually, you will not be able to join the workspace.
Then your question.
I have a follow-up question to your last statement, because actually I tried it out creating a workspace. I was not able to change anything in regards of the permissions, and anyone can join.
That's what we said. It's a development day, and some of the features are not built yet.
We prepared this specifically for the demo, and we have to set the permissions programmatically once you create it.
Yeah, okay, but is it your plan is then to also include this to code,
Yes,
or it's just that using the code service?
You should be able to set permissions right from.
I see.
So the bigger picture is to specify permissions even on individual chat messages if you like.
Thank you. Then there was a question on the left side first.
I am away from University. Can you go to a business like once where you show the premium
This one.
Yes. So first of all, I really like the idea of having a premium account, because most of the time I work with a smaller number of people, not existing there, so I think it's a good idea. My question is, you are saying having a €3 per user per month subscription. What's the breakdown of these €3? How did you come up with this number?
Okay. Before we consider the fact that the messages are going to be stored in the individual port of the users, and so we are not going to spend so much on the storage of the data. And so it doesn't make sense for us to charge our users a higher amount when they may be paying for their port storage elsewhere. And so that is one of the considerations we make in basing our price at that point. And also at €3, we believe that as the users increase, it's not going to be a big burden on the company if the company has a lot of users. And so we also consider that fact as a way to relieve the companies also.
Okay.
Like messages are stored in the code, but what if the message is not sent yet and code is gone offline? Like where this message will be stored?
Can you, whose message?
Like the code went offline, where the message will be stored?
It means the query doesn't arrive at the server.
But it's like on the road.
So, if I understand the question correctly, you're saying that if the pod goes offline for some reason, then what would happen is, because all the messages are links to the workspaces, they would not be shown. And this is basically like you choosing to revoke your permissions, because now your pod is not online, so it's not accessible to anyone, and then they cannot see your messages.
But the third parties can take this data, no?
No,
because
because
it's not reaching to the code also, and it's not reaching to the workspace.
Solid works with TLS, needs an SSL to run. If the demo we have without SSL, it's not going to. Yeah. So the advantages of using SSL are also at play here.
Do you foresee several questions?
So more about Solid. So when you're offering an enterprise option for the customers, don't you think that we are going again towards the centralized web against the decentralization of the web?
Can I explain the enterprise part? We are not acting as the enterprise. The enterprise we contact them, they tell us what they need for their teams, and then we build a tool based on code, extension of code to suit their specific needs. So they have their own pod where they have all their data and their staff working on that pod.
So one enterprise can then also talk to another enterprise?
Sure, using the pod. And the last time Professor Geka wanted to know how whether it's possible to integrate existing Active Directories with pod, and yes, the answer is yes, it's possible. We've been in contact with experts at NRAP who has implemented it. And so if we have to do it, we already know where to look, and he has also assured us that it's not difficult to implement as well.
Thank you. Now it's your turn.
So Solid is providing like public and private access for chat applications. So why do you use your application? What is new extra features you are providing in chat stuff?
What we are offering is a way for you to chat and have your own messages stored on your pod. Any participant, not just messages, not just the text, if media files you share, but you cannot do that with pod. Even if you have an access to a solid pod, you can't do that at the moment.
Yes,
if you want to chat in your pod, if I join your pod to chat with you, my messages are stored on the pod. So I don't have any way of retrieving the messages if I don't want you to.
No, if we giving a SQL file like read or write permission, so your data will be stored in your side, my data will be stored in your side. That is exactly working in chat application also in code. So what extra features?
Which chat application stores your data on your code?
Yeah. Because we have been because we have been looking for it and they got an answer. They put this one to the developers how they do it. That's why we came up with the idea that the message would be stored in the participants pod, and through a link would be to the main would be connected to the main collaboration space, which is in the owner space, in the owner pod. You got it?
And the last two questions.
I can explain to you afterwards if there is no problem.
Okay. First it's your turn.
Sebastian from Code Club. Yeah, my question is, what happens if, for instance, Slack, which is already a big company, notices that there's something related to, you are trying to kind of migrate what they're doing right now, but with a cooler approach, and they just do the same, But what is like the plan for
So first of all, thank you that you believe that we are cool and Secondly, the idea is also, the question is that what if Slack goes decentralized, or they build their own service, something similar to Solid. But I think that's the question. So we believe that because Slack already has so many customers, so it could take them a lot of work to get to this point. Yes, they're also a very big team, so they can go through the process, but we would be the first service who would provide true data ownership and true data privacy. And I think we can compete on that.
We welcome the competition.
Okay, and the last question of this.
It's for my last question. I have created one workspace and sent a message to it, and I sent the link to my friend, and he can now view what I have sent, which means that turtle file you created in your public folders can be viewed by anyone.
Is it that this display that?
Yes.
We only added that for concept to show what is going on.
So for now, you can the chatting history can be viewed by anyone.
What I'm saying is, I understand your question. But we created that specifically to show, to demonstrate what is happening behind the scene.
You are able to create it within a private folder.
Yes. So for the demo purposes, the space which we shared with you, this is, or we can create a new workspace. This is by default set as public. So this is only for the demonstration. But in the future, we plan to allow you to provide set permissions, so only some specific persons can.
And the last short comment, please.
Question about solid provider net, which you use in RAT. So you said that the data is stored inside the spot. So and the spot is saved inside this platform. So two questions I have: how they get their money, because I think they don't get the service for free, and the other thing is, how they save this data, because there's a lot of storage, and also they have to store this data safe.
So your question is about pods, right? How are they storing the data, and who owns the pod, and what benefits do they get when they provide the service? So this is built on top of on Solid. So Solid provides all the protocols, how you can store the data and everything, and they also provide the source code. So if you don't want to use Inrock or some other service, you can also set up your own pod, and then you can just simply use your own pod to store everything. So you can even create your own provider. So the question is that if you think that they are making money from your data, then you can just simply create your own identity provider and your own pod, and then you can just choose not to level. So that's possible.
So do you know how they get their money, because it's a free service?
I can answer that. For now, the pod providers are providing it as a way of promoting Solid, and so they've not started charging money. As far as I know, they are providing it as a way for people to try out and experience how Solid feels. But I'm seeing in the future where businesses are coming to come up out of providing Solid pod hosting and charging in a similar manner like Dropbox, Google storage, or anything like that, where you pay an amount for a specific kind of this space allowance. But for now, as far as the information you have, they are not charging money for the pod they are providing.
Thank you.
Thank you too from all of us.